with like so much changing technology wise over the past 20 years, how would you say that writing and recording has changed for Amber Pacific since, starting the band in like 2002?
I think obviously earlier on in our days we were around each other a lot more. We didn't have families, we didn't have kids and all that stuff taking us away from each other. So
Right.
sharing ideas and writing songs and all that was much, much easier back then because it was like real time person to person.
Yeah.
Whereas now we have to balance the life stuff with the band stuff with the job stuff, and it's much more complicated. Our schedules are wild for each individual of Amber Pacific, so to get all five of us on the same page at the same time in the same room is like pretty rare thing. Doesn't happen very often. Even for these like flyouts and stuff that we do, like we show up, just a handful of days before the tours or the runs start. We rehearse for maybe 2 days and then we go out and do it.
Hmm.
So like
Yeah.
we just don't have the ability to hang out as much as we used to. So like but with technology, like you're talking about, like that has made it a lot easier to share these ideas with each other. We have our group chat on our phones and I can just dump a voice note in there and everyone can just chime in and respond however they want. Or like things like today where it's like, hey, who's going to be on this podcast? Like it's very easy just to keep in touch that way. And that's kind of our new modern day of doing things. And studio work's really no different. Like it's just much, much easier now. And you can do it from anywhere in the world, literally. Kind of like we're doing right now, right? Like
Right.
we're all
Right.
talking from different places in the world and it's real time that's happening. And you can do the same thing when it comes to writing songs and recording them.
We
It,
also, it's cool because like I live in Nashville and this is where we recorded most of the record, but guys would fly in and out. And when they couldn't be there, it's like our producer Sean he has a live streaming service where he can say, this is what we're working on today. And other guys who weren't there at the time, like we could all jump on the session if we weren't there doing that specific part and we could watch stuff that was going on. Like that didn't exist on any of our previous eras of recording. And we used some additional musicians on this record, so it was like they were able to do stuff from where they were at as well. And just the whole process is so different with how you can record now, because drums are a great example. You used to have to go into a huge studio essentially, and that was the one thing that you could never record in your own place. And
right.
I've invested a lot to build this place so that it's sound treated and I can do it, but still, like having the mics and preamps and stuff be accessible to a normal person didn't used to be a thing. It was
Right.
like you go to a studio or you don't, and that's it. And so now we're able to do that. Will's able to do these demos and send us from his spot. And, most of the guys live in Seattle and I live in Nashville, but like we're sharing